Greetings from the United States Chungnaquan headquarters in beautiful Lakeland, Florida.
We're so excited to bring you today's podcast where we're going to be featuring news and updates from the 2011 U.S. Chungnaquan Nationals.
Did you know that there was 2 major events each year that we hold? One for our conference, which is training of all our leaders and all of our students.
And that's in the spring of every year.
In the spring. And the other one is in the summer, July, around my birthday, where we have our national championships. Here's a couple words that I wrote in email as I was sitting up on the platform watching this amazing, outstanding event. History is being made as we break all records. This event could never be held in one day. There's a good bunch of people that are having a great time. They all love Chungnaquan. And our family is tight. It's a real wonderful atmosphere. Grandmaster Sal and I just are amazed to see how many members are competing with excellence and enthusiasm.
You see, when we come together for these family reunion events, there is so much that takes place behind the scenes that people just don't really understand unless we bring it out to you. And that's what we're going to do today, is to show you from testimonies from those that were there how important the Chungnaquan events are.
Members enjoy the simple fellowship and excitement that fills the air. That's what happened at this event. Our 2011 officials were awesome.
Oh, they sure were. It was great.
Now, how do I know that? Because I was sitting up on the platform watching.
Let me give you an overview of what happens at Nationals. This is so exciting. It all starts on Thursday, where our officials come together for training. This is a time of bonding, going over the rules to make sure everybody understands them. We set up the rings. We have time of fellowship. Our national tournament director, Grandmaster Begley, spends an entire afternoon working through scenarios and helping them to develop teamwork and excellence in that area. Then on Friday, the whole event begins with the opening ceremony. One of my favorite parts of the opening ceremony is the parade of schools where the competitors present themselves.
It looks like a mini Olympics.
It sure does. And the schools bring banners for their school, anywhere from 2 feet to 10 feet, 12 feet, somewhere in there. And the students from the school line up behind that banner and they parade around the entire competition area.
That's when the excitement is ignited.
It sure is. And from the opening ceremony, then we go into Chungdo Extreme, the kids competitions, teens, adults, seniors, masters. It's fabulous.
How about the Knights of Champions?
Well, the Night of Champions takes place at the very last event of Nationals. That's on Saturday night.
The best of the best.
The best of the best, you're right. And any black belt that has taken first place in Forms or Chungdo Extremes is selected to be on stage to compete for a grand championship. In addition, we did a few things different this year that I got good reviews from. One was anyone that was in the top 10 for the year. Now the top 10 are the students or competitors who have competed throughout the years, earning points, and those with the most points, numbers 1 through 10 in the lineup, were automatically placed in Night of Champions, even if they weren't a black belt.
Now, how do they earn those points?
They earn those points by entering tournaments, sanctioned tournaments throughout the year.
They travel to each event?
They can travel around the country, they can travel within their local area, and local tournaments get the lowest number of points for first, second, third place, and then we have the states are next, and the regionals, and then the nationals.
Wow. You know, this was a dream of yours, wasn't it?
It was. I wanted to be able to have a way to give recognition to our students who really, really, really are working towards excellence. Because that's what the U.S. Chungnaquan is all about, bringing out the best in each and every student that we have.
You know, I'm so proud of her. She spent many time behind her computer getting this organized, and we finally made it. It's where it needs to be, and it's going beyond there.
It sure is.
Our next event is July 19th and 21st, 2012. Be there.
Well, that's our next Nationals, not
next
necessarily
national.
our next event.
That's right. I made a mistake there. Sorry about that.
Right. And you know what? It took us 5 years to come up with this location. We looked and looked and looked throughout Central Florida for a place where families could come, take their family vacation, and after Nationals is over, just hang out and enjoy life. This facility, did you know it's only 10 minutes from Disney?
Wow. You know, it's right almost in the center, mileage-wise, in the center of Florida in all directions. Lake
Right.
Wales.
And one of the things that
No,
we
Lake
hear...
Haines City.
Haines City. And one of the things that people say that they like about this facility is it's family friendly.
Absolutely.
We have plenty of room for competition and for spectators. In addition to that, on the grounds there's actually a water park for the kids to be able to go play in. So what a lot of the parents did, they came in, brought their kids, they competed in the morning, and in the afternoon they went over to the water park.
They have a water park because they don't want you to swim in the lake because there's alligators in the lake. We call them Florida lizards.
Yeah, but you know what? The lake also has boat ramps.
And
So
fishing.
any of the dads that want to bring a boat and go
Fishing,
fishing,
yep.
they're welcome to do that too.
Right,
They
the
also
alligator-
have a
our-
picnic area.
The alligators are not a threat, so it's a good picnic area.
That's for sure.
Don't forget, our next national championship is going to be July 19th and 21st. Mark it on your calendar at the same location at the Eva Center, right?
Lake Eva
Lake
Center.
Eva Center in Haines City.
Haines City. Haines City, Florida.
Okay, go.
All right, well we had, let me see where my notes are here. We had 27 teams come from U.S. Chung Kwan schools cross country.
Wow, we had 650 medals.
Yes, and we
Wow.
had 40 awards that we handed out at the Night of Champions.
Wow.
Now, we'd like to give some recognition to some of the competitors. I wish that we had time to name all of the officials and all the committee heads, because without them we couldn't have done this. But we want to thank all of you that contributed time and effort and sponsors and all that kind of thing to make this happen.
And you indeed are family.
Yes. Now here are the results. The top 10 competitors in the U.S. Chung Kwan family are here. Number 10, Master Dave Jarvis from the Way CTU in Orlando, Florida. Number 9, Kelsey Beeler, Chung Do Black Belt Academy, Knoxville, Tennessee. Number 8, Blake Beeler, Chung Do Black Belt Academy, Knoxville, Tennessee. Number 7, Jesse Roop, Olympian Taekwondo, Lakeland, Florida. Number 6, Abby McDaniel, Olympian Taekwondo, Lakeland, Florida. Number 5, Maya Beeler, Chung Do Black Belt Academy, Knoxville, Tennessee. Number 4, Riley McDaniel, Olympian Taekwondo, Lakeland, Florida. Now, I don't know if you're paying attention to this kind of detail, but I want to bring this out here. Already, we have 2 families that are in the top 10. We truly are a family association. Look here, Kelsey, Blake, and Maya Beeler, brothers and sisters in the top 10. Then we have the McDaniels, Abby McDaniel and her brother here, Riley McDaniel from Olympian Taekwondo. Families that are doing this together. Families that kick together, stick together is what I say. I love that. Number 3, Christian Nazario, Olympian Taekwondo, Lakeland, Florida. Number 2, Dan Freeble from Genesis Taekwondo in Richmond, Virginia. And number 1, Happy Kierstead from Risen Sun Taekwondo in Titusville, Florida. I'll tell you, the night was electrified on stage as our Night of Champions people competed for their top 10 positions.
Sure was.
Hey, another thing that we have at Night of Champions are the demo teams.
Yes.
This year was so different. I mean,
Yes.
every year is different for the demo teams because each demo team comes up with a theme. I think each of these demo teams had at least 20 people in their teams.
Bunch.
And it was awesome to see the teamwork on stage, and they were so different.
A lot of practice time.
It was. Number 2 in the demo team competition, Chung Do Black Belt Academy from Knoxville, Tennessee, under the instruction of Master Chad Booby and Master Bernie Fritz.
That school made a hit. They made an impact at this event. I remember when it was a small little school and it's exploded, and it's doing wonders in our tournaments.
Right, and in the top 10, look, quite a few of them even made it to the top 10 again this year. And the exciting thing, their demonstration was unusual.
A little bit.
They used costumes
Yes.
and makeup,
Yes.
and it was sci-fi, which is characteristic of their senior instructors. I mean, the place just came unglued with it. And then number 1 was Olympian Taekwondo Academy under the instruction of Grandmaster Mark Begley.
Yes.
Theirs had a totally different kind of thing, patriotic.
He had a ton of people on that stage.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it was
How many, 30?
amazing.
30?
Well, it looked like it. I mean, the stage was full.
Bunch.
We also had team competition. Now, this is really exciting.
How's that work?
Well, We wanted to find a way to make it like an even playing ground for the big schools and the small schools. So each school can send as many students as they want to compete, but you choose 10 people that are representing your school as a team. And their points are all totaled together at the end of nationals for the national event, and then we have awards for the top schools. So the top 10 team competitor schools, these were the numbers that we had. Number 10 was the Blue Wave Taekwondo School with Master Amy Schmidt from Orlando. Number 9, Blue Wave CTU, Master Scott Acker from Orlando, Florida. Number 8, the Way CTU, Master Dave Jarvis and Master Felicity Miller in Orlando, Florida. Number 7, from Martial Arts Academy of Southern Pines, Master Dorton and Grandmaster Wyatt. Number 6, Family Martial Arts, Master Scott Wisniewski, Lakeland, Florida. Number 5, Fast Kicks Academy, Master Justin Surensey, right here in Florida. Number 4, Davenport Church of God, CTU, Master Randy Thompson, here in Florida. Number 3, Grandmaster Sells Taekwondo Academy, my school, right here in Lakeland, Florida. Number 2, Chengdo Black Belt Academy, Master Booby, Master Fritz from Knoxville, Tennessee. Yes. And number 1, Olympian Taekwondo Academy, Grandmaster Begley, Lakeland, Florida.
They done a great job.
They sure did. All right.
Well, here's what people are saying. Tyrone Cliff from East Point, Nationals was awesome. If you weren't there, you missed it. You missed a heck of a party, he said.
And Amy Kane Smith said, I wish Adam and I had been there. He will be there next year, so look out.
Tony Luckett, Master Tony Luckett of Richmond,
Virginia.
Virginia, says this. Once again, blown away by Nationals. What a weekend. Tested for 5th Dan, got 4 gold medals and a grand championship. Just love being around my Taekwondo family. Now the training begins for next year.
I love that.
Yes.
You know, we have a core group of people who are at every single event. And these,
group.
yes, and
Core.
but these people are the people that
Yes,
are growing.
That's right.
So get involved. If
He's
you're
on
not
it.
involved and you're struggling, you need to be around other people who have like interest, and that's what these events are for. Marcia Owens said this was her children's first time at Nationals. They had a blast.
Yes.
Now, one of the things that Nationals does is build confidence.
Yes.
Annika Thomas.
Annika Thomas, Master Wisdom and I are going to kick butt tomorrow at National. Well, not really, because they would give you a warning. It's going to be great. 6 out of 9 of our Dr. Phillips Taekwondo team are already national championships, and we have 3 going tomorrow. We will be there with bells on. We're excited.
All right. AJ Melta said, Nationals was great. This was my first tournament since I got back into Taekwondo. I earned a gold and a silver and won my division at Night of Champions. Then we have Rewa Fraser. Now, this is kind of an interesting thing because these are the kinds of things that happen. You know, it doesn't matter if you're from the same school or not. We're one big family. So this is a mom commenting about a senior instructor from another school, Master Nikki Wisdom. She said, nice presentation in forms, ma'am. It is so amazing and inspiring to watch the female adults. My daughters have huge shoes to fill. Keep blazing the path for them to follow. Wow. Chengdo at its fullest. Yes. Looking forward to next year.
Families come together and find common ground to build their relationships.
Here's what Ronnie Roop has to say. Great job, Jesse. I'm very proud of you, and I love you, my son. What a great way to be able to let your children know that you admire and appreciate them. We had Michelle Kopp.
Yes, she says, 3 awesome students from Grandmaster Sells Academy. Thank you for preparing them today.
She also said Joshua received a 3rd place in his forms and a 1st place in sparring. Carolyn received 4th place in forms. And Caleb showed great character when competing in both staff and forms. And you know, see what she did? She took what happened and made a public appreciation to build confidence in her children. That's awesome. We always want to provide a way for you parents to be able to help build your children's self-esteem, and this is one way of doing it. Jesse Ritter, what a great time. I placed 2nd place in 1 step, and forms I placed 1st. My 6-year-old and I both competed together. I also officiated and did time and scorekeeping. I enjoyed working with Grandmaster Wyatt and Master Acker. What a wonderful time. Looking forward to Night of Champions.
You know, this tournament gave people an opportunity to practice servant leadership. That's something that we teach our leaders. And that's finding a need and filling it. A lot of volunteers. We had more volunteers at this event.
Oh yeah, and it showed. It made a big difference.
There was a lot of relief on you.
Sure was. Sure was. Sally and I work really hard to get these events together for you. And when we have volunteers that come in like Master Amy Schmidt, she's a really invaluable asset to us. She actually comes over 2 days before and just works and works with us to make sure that everything's set up right.
Wonderful student.
Well, here's what I posted on Facebook. Oh, by the way, we have a U.S. Changdequan group page on Facebook.
I heard about that.
And that's where these testimonies are coming from. So here's what I post. Nationals was the best yet. It was the 5th year of the USCDKA sanctioned tournaments. The quality of competitors and officials was the best ever. Thank you to all who attended and who volunteered to make this year's Nationals the best ever.
Pastor Bega, I want to thank Senior Grandmaster and Grandmaster Sel for a great tournament this year. What a great time we had. It was also our privilege to help with the scorekeeping and timekeeping. We had a wonderful time. Master Begley and all his officials did a great job.
And Marcus Kelly said, I would like to congratulate all of the competitors for a job well done, and thank you to the USCDKA for letting me participate in staging. I always have such a great time.
Well, don't forget, come celebrate my 70th birthday. We're going to celebrate my 70th. Whoa!
Wow.
Hey, I'm excited about that.
I can't believe you're 70 almost.
I'm not really. My birth certificate's wrong.
I think so.
I think so. Watch me perform on stage. You'll wonder about that.
Well, you know what else?
What?
Next year is our 45th anniversary of the U.S. Changdequan Association.
45 years.
Awesome.
No wonder I'm 70.
Well, don't forget, July 19th through the 21st, 2012,
Yes.
in Haines City,
Haines
Florida,
City,
at Lake Eva Convention
There
Center.
you go. Wonderful place.
We have a special website set up. You can find it on the USCDKA.com for Nationals for 2012.
Come and join us and be there. We'll be looking for you.